In the dense, uncharted heart of the Amazon rainforest, legends whispered of a city made entirely of gold. El Dorado, the Golden City, had lured many explorers into the green abyss, only for them to vanish without a trace. The year was 1898, and one man, driven by curiosity and an unyielding spirit, was determined to uncover its secrets. James Harrington stood on the deck of the steamship, the humid air of the Amazon enveloping him as the vessel chugged up the winding river. A seasoned explorer, Harrington had traversed many of the world's unexplored corners, but this journey felt different. The dense canopy of the rainforest seemed to close in around him, and the constant cacophony of wildlife was both exhilarating and unsettling. Harrington's mind wandered back to the map he had discovered in a dusty library in London. The ancient parchment, marked with cryptic symbols and coordinates, had reignited his childhood fascination with El Dorado. Despite warnings from colleagues and the British Royal Society, Harrington had assembled a small team of explorers and embarked on this perilous expedition. As the steamship reached the designated drop-off point, Harrington and his team disembarked. They were greeted by their guide, an indigenous man named Tupi, whose knowledge of the rainforest was unparalleled. Tupi spoke of the spirits of the forest, warning that the jungle was alive and watched over by ancient forces. The first days of the expedition were grueling. The oppressive heat, swarms of insects, and thick underbrush slowed their progress. Yet, Harrington's determination never wavered. He marveled at the vibrant flora and fauna, documenting everything in his journal. The team pressed on, deeper into the unknown. One night, as the campfire flickered under the canopy, Tupi shared tales of the jungle's guardians. According to legend, these supernatural beings protected El Dorado from outsiders. They were said to be shapeshifters, capable of taking the form of animals or even the elements themselves. Harrington listened intently, both intrigued and skeptical. The following morning, strange things began to occur. The team found their supplies scattered and eerie animal calls echoed through the trees. Harrington dismissed it as mere coincidence, but Tupi was convinced the guardians were watching them. The deeper they ventured, the more palpable the sense of being observed became. Harrington and his team soon encountered a remote indigenous tribe. The tribe's shaman, an elderly woman with piercing eyes, recognized the map Harrington carried. She spoke of the lost city in hushed tones, describing it as a place of immense power and danger. She warned that those who sought it often paid a terrible price. Despite the warnings, the shaman offered to help. She provided them with talismans for protection and directed them toward a series of ancient stone markers said to lead to El Dorado. The tribe's generosity and knowledge bolstered Harrington's resolve, and they pressed on. Guided by the shaman's instructions, the team located the first stone marker, a weathered monolith covered in moss and intricate carvings. The markers formed a path through the densest parts of the jungle. As they followed the trail, the terrain became increasingly treacherous. They crossed rickety rope bridges over chasms and navigated through labyrinthine tunnels of vegetation. Along the way, they faced numerous dangers. Venomous snakes, jaguars, and territorial tribes posed constant threats. Yet, with Tupi's guidance and Harrington's leadership, they persevered. Each marker they found brought them closer to their goal, but also deeper into the realm of the unknown. The markers led them to a series of ruins, ancient and overgrown with jungle vines. As they explored the crumbling structures, they discovered evidence of a once thriving civilization. Elaborate murals depicted scenes of prosperity and ritualistic ceremonies. However, there were also images of conflict and disaster, hinting at a darker side to the city's history. One night, as they camped within the ruins, Harrington was awakened by whispering voices. He followed the sound to a hidden chamber, where he found a stone tablet inscribed with more cryptic symbols. The tablet seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Harrington could feel the presence of the guardians, and he knew they were getting close. Beyond the ruins, the team encountered a wide, fast-flowing river. According to the tablet, this was the River of Trials, a final barrier protecting El Dorado. Constructing makeshift rafts, they set off, battling fierce currents and treacherous rapids. At one point, they were ambushed by a tribe of river dwellers, but managed to escape with Tupi's diplomacy and Harrington's quick thinking. As they neared the river's end, a dense fog enveloped them. Strange apparitions appeared in the mist, testing their resolve and sanity. The Guardians were trying to turn them back, but Harrington's determination saw them through. They emerged from the fog to find the river opening into a vast hidden valley. The valley was unlike anything they had ever seen. Towering waterfalls cascaded into crystal-clear lakes, and lush vegetation thrived in the golden sunlight. At the heart of the valley stood El Dorado, a city of breathtaking beauty and grandeur. Golden temples and palaces shimmered in the light, their surfaces adorned with precious gems and intricate carvings. As they approached, the team was greeted by the city's inhabitants, descendants of the ancient civilization. They welcomed the explorers with a mix of curiosity and caution. The city's leader, a wise and ageless figure named Amaru, revealed that El Dorado was sustained by a powerful mystical force. Amaru explained that the city's prosperity came at a cost. The mystical force required a balance, and the Guardians ensured this balance was maintained. Harrington realized that the legends were true. The price for entering El Dorado was steep, and those who disrupted the balance faced dire consequences. Despite the warnings, Harrington was captivated by the city's splendor and the knowledge it held. He spent days exploring its secrets, learning about its history and the source of its power. However, the longer he stayed, the more he felt the weight of the Guardians' gaze upon him. One fateful night, a member of Harrington's team attempted to steal a golden artifact. The Guardians' wrath was swift and merciless. A storm of supernatural forces descended upon the city and chaos erupted. The ground shook and the sky darkened as the Guardians unleashed their fury. Harrington knew they had to leave, but the way out was perilous. With Amaru's help, they navigated through the chaos, dodging the wrathful spirits and escaping the collapsing structures. As they reached the valley's edge, Amaru gave Harrington a parting gift, a small golden medallion, a symbol of El Dorado's power, and a reminder of the price of greed. The journey back through the jungle was arduous, but the team eventually reached the steamship waiting for them. Harrington's heart was heavy with the knowledge of what they had witnessed and the sacrifices made. As the ship sailed down the river, he vowed to keep the secret of El Dorado, preserving its mystery and protecting its guardians. Back in London, Harrington published his findings, omitting the location and true nature of El Dorado. His tales of adventure captivated the public, but the true essence of the Golden City remained hidden. The medallion, now a cherished possession, served as a constant reminder of the jungle's secrets and the timeless guardians watching over them. Years later, an aging Harrington would often gaze at the medallion, its golden surface reflecting the firelight. He knew that El Dorado would remain a legend, a beacon for those driven by curiosity and adventure. The Amazon's depths held many secrets, and its guardians ensured that some mysteries were never fully uncovered.